Hello, Facebook world. I'm so excited. Today, we are going to talk about something that you could be struggling with right now. That we are just going to share some things that may potentially help. Um, we are going to talk about seasonal allergies today. My name is Amy Parson, and I'm a holistic health coach, and I love helping people improve their health.
And I'm Mary Beasley. I'm a family herbalist and an aromatherapist. So I love helping people learn how to use herbs and essential oils within their home to help and strengthen their family and well being.
Awesome. Okay, so seasonal allergies. Well, first of all, remember that we none of this information is intended to treat, diagnose, cure anything, etc., any disease. We are not doctors, so you may consult with your doctor and get his advice or her advice. I think this is a really cool topic. I personally do not struggle with seasonal allergies as far as I know, but I know lots of people who do. But I think it's a really fascinating topic. So I just want to talk about just a couple things really quickly with seasonal allergies. First of all, like it's an immune response, right? So your body takes in something, breathes in something, you eat something, whatever, and your immune system reacts to that. And so that is what causes your symptoms. And that's like a really simplified version, right, of what's happening in your body. But the reason I wanted to just bring that up is that Dr. Wallach and the longevity view of allergies is that it's a gut problem, that it's a gut health problem, that if we can restore gut health, then allergies should be able to resolve themselves. Now, I also want to just say, I know lots of people with very, very severe allergies. I don't want this to downplay that in any way. I have close family members that have very severe allergies, and I know that it's a very big concern. So I'm not saying like this is a magic pill that you're going to take and everything's going to be better. That's not what we're saying either. But if you have more mild symptoms, if you have mild things, like there are some things that you could try. So there we go. There's my little introduction. Okay, so most of the information that I got today, I've heard it in classes, but I also just looked at a lot of my mind went blank for a second. Testimonials, and what helped other people, specifically through testimonials. And one of the number one things that they said, guess what it was? It was 90 for life. The basic, just your basic minerals and vitamins. That as soon as people started taking that, they saw there was several people who saw improved allergy symptoms. There we go. So that's your basis, right? We always come back to that. We always harp on that 90 for life is that those 90 things, it's about 90 that you need every single day. You can't just like be done, take it once and you're good. So then the next few things were a combination of things, but most of them, it's because of antioxidants that they're highly recommended. So antioxidants, right, are just going to help your body to get rid of what is bad in there. Get rid of the toxicity, get rid of things that is going to irritate your body. And then I'm sure that that's going to help everything else, right? That's going to help your immune system. That's going to help your gut. That's going to help all the other systems of your body. Okay, so the first one I have is called Core AO, and AO stands for antioxidant. So this is what we call a hydration stick. There's about 5 different kinds, but this one specifically is formulated for antioxidants and it's anti-inflammatory. Tons of people that I saw said this really helped them if they just took 1 stick a day. It comes in a little box like this, and I was going to read some stuff on it if it was. It's the most powerful super nutrients on the planet. So it has mangosteen, acai, grape seeds, and more. And just a really great immune booster in general.
And it tastes really good.
I was gonna say, and it's super yummy and it's super easy. Even if you have like it's 16 ounces. So if you have a 16-ounce water bottle, you can just throw it in there and shake it up and drink it throughout the day. Secondly, which is kind of, I wanted to talk about kind of along with this, but I don't, Mary, do you have any pollen burst? I don't actually have one in my house right now. It's called Pollen Burst, but it's a stick as well. I don't know if it's 16 ounces. Do you know? Anyway, it's a stick, and it is a super powerful antioxidant that is made from the pollen of flowers. So it's also really, really energizing. So it's a great energy energy type of drink as well. It has I can't remember what this stands for, but it has the antioxidant SOD, and it's one of the most powerful antioxidants that your body naturally produces. So it's going to boost that. It's give you energy and a really great immune response. So those are the 2 sticks. They're super easy because you just add them with water, and they're supposed to be easy so that you can just do it on the go too. Okay, so third, as far as supplements that you can take, is muscadine grapeseed oil. So Nature's Pearl, I saw lots of people who said that this really, really helped. So an ORAC score is something that it's kind of confusing to me, but it's basically kind of like an antioxidant score, sort of. But ORAC score is just like, if it's really high, then it's great for your antioxidants and stuff like that. So muscadine grapeseed oil has a really high ORAC score. I don't actually know what the score is, but it's really high. It also has over 100 antioxidants just in and of itself. And we have a few different versions of it. We have like a tincture, but we also have capsules. So whatever you prefer. Okay. And lastly, last but not least, is let's get the camera right. There we go. This is my Pure Air Revitalizer. So we've talked about it before, but you just fill it with water and you put this solution. I have the solution. There's it. You put 5 milliliters, I think, of solution in with the water and turn it on and close all the doors and windows of a room. So like before you go to bed, if you suffer with allergies, to turn this on a couple hours before you go to bed inside your bedroom. And it's going to just really freshen the air. What it does is it traps all polar particles. It's going to reach out and grab those and drop them to the ground. So any pollen, any dust, anything that's in the air, it's going to clear it. You can use it in your kids' bedrooms. You can use it in other parts of your house. It just works better in an enclosed space if you do it for a few hours. Really, really cool machine. It's great for when people are sick as well, to just clear germs and things like that. And that is all that I have to say. I hope everyone is not suffering with seasonal allergies, but if you are, there's some things you could try.
So just to add to everything Amy has said, I wanted to share some of Dr. Christopher, who's the master herbalist whose school I'm a part of. I wanted to share some of his thoughts on allergies, as well as share some essential oils that may help. So like Amy said, it has to do with gut health. And Dr. Christopher is really big into cleansing and doing a 3-day juice cleanse, and then following what he calls the mucusless diet, which is, avoiding foods that cause any mucus in the body, which is just going to add to your allergy symptoms. So dairy is like one of the number one things that causes mucus. But he says, everyone says it's from the pollen that they're allergic, and it's the pollen that's creating that. And his thoughts are that the pollen is bringing out of the body years of accumulated toxins. So it's the body getting rid of the pollen's creating that, need to get rid of these toxins. And so that's the mucus that's running out of your nose and your eyes and your lungs. And so he has an herbal formula I'm going to talk a little bit about that can help alleviate those symptoms. But then again, he says, you've got to get on a good mucusless diet. And if you faithfully stay on a mucusless diet for a year, he says the allergies should disappear, which I thought was really,
that makes a lot of sense too. Like with antioxidants, right? If you're filling your body with antioxidants, it can help your body to get rid of those toxins without having the symptoms, right? Like it's going to help your body cleanse it. Sorry.
Right. And for an immunity to the local pollen, one of the best things you could do is just go to like your farmers markets and buy local raw honey, because it has what you need. The pollen, it's bees that are taking that pollen, creating that honey. And that's the best way, locally. In fact, at our farmer's market, when I've gone, she's like, "Oh, are you allergic to this or this? Because this honey is going to help you." Like, she'll ask the woman that's selling it, asks immediately about your seasonal allergies to know which kind of honey is going to be best for you. So I thought that was an excellent idea, as well as onions. Eating onions is a great way to help alleviate allergy symptoms. I thought that was very fascinating. But Dr. Christopher has a formula. I think it's currently called Sinus Plus. Some of his formula names have changed over the years. And it's the one that is for hay fever because it helps promote the clearing up of the malfunctions. It's helping eliminate the mucus, working as a decongestant and a natural antihistamine to dry up those sinuses and expel anything from, your lungs, all through your bronchial pulmonary tubes and everything else in your sinuses to get that out. And that herbal formula has brigham tea, marshmallow root, juniper berries, golden seal root, chaparral, burdock root, parsley root, and lobelia in it. So that's just an excellent formula. We have a few other herbal formulas that just help calm the immune system, one for children, in fact. So if they have that overreactive immune system and you just need to calm it down because of the allergies and the way the body's reacting, it's an excellent formula that my friend and I have used over the years pretty regularly with our kids. And then one of the other formulas that he recommends is the blood circulation formula, cleaning out the blood system, which I thought just goes right along with his whole cleansing program. So those were some fairly easy ideas and ways to help alleviate stuff. And going back to the air revitalizer that you showed, Amy, I just love that. And I don't use it enough and I forget about it. But it's just excellent all the way around, whether you have allergies or anything else. But as far as essential oils, I was going to give you a list of essential oils that are, some of the blends are specific to longevity, but some of the recommendations were just taking a 1 ounce flip top essential oil bottle and mix 1 ounce of carrier oil to 16 drops of either the single essential oil or the essential oil blend. And then just shaking that up, and you can apply it to your chest if you have a lot of, congestion here, or just to the bottom of your feet with any of these oils. You could also use 1 drop of any of these oils with 1 teaspoon sweetener in 1 cup of hot water and take it like a tea. And you could also, we have these little inhaler sticks that you can add. They're like cotton, where you just add the oils to that, and then you can just carry it around and sniff it all day. And that's going to help alleviate some of that sinus pressure and those symptoms as well. And then any of the regular ways that you may use essential oils in a diffuser or in sea salts, as a diffuser that way, or in a bath with those sea salts. So the list of oils, it's Nioli, Breath of Life, Peppermint, All Heart, which is a blend, Helichrysum, Organ Master, which makes sense. Organ Master is a blend to help cleanse the organs, so it's going to help with the cleansing part. Lemon, orange, grapefruit, any of the eucalyptus oils, a liver cleanse blend, perfect fit blend, kidney health blend, German chamomile, nutmeg, spikenard, and Roman chamomile. So all excellent oils, Breath of Life, all of them are just going to help open up everything and help alleviate those allergy symptoms that nobody wants to have. So let us know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any specific questions about any of those oils or formulas. And I think that's all I have, Amy.
Hey, awesome. Well, we hope you are having a great day that is sneeze free and
we should have come up with a sneezing joke
and a drippy nose free, that you're having a health empowered week, and let us know what we can do to help. We'll see you next time.